Right, Paul? Right? What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy another day of your life. Woo! Mac Jones. I'm kind of a retired drone pilot. I haven't flown in a while. I used to like to fly all the time. Um, Kind of fell out of it, but it is fun. I should get up in the air again sometime soon. That was a video I made about, I don't know, 6-7 years ago at my park. What's up, Donnie? Snail Trail Dale, Mac, Paul, Mike, Clint Crosby, Grayson. Grayson. What's everybody up to on a glorious Monday? Here we are, living the dream. It's somebody's dream. It's not my dream. It's somebody's dream. I'm living it. I'm getting by. But here it is. The days of our lives. Minnesota, 70 degrees outside right now. Sunny, bright. What am I doing in the house right now? Why am I doing this? Why do you do this? Because I went through, my elbow hurts. I can't really throw another day because I'm an old man. Need to take a day break. Day break? What a beautiful day for a day break. A Midwestern park, no doubt. Friendly, peaceful, loving community. What else could you ask for? Setting a fence post and fixing a gate. Just dug the old 4x4 out. 100 pounds of concrete. Boom. So you had to dig out a 100-pound lollipop. I've done that before. Disc golf baskets. We've added some, moved some, changed some. And those you basically run the pole into the ground with a bag or two of concrete. So getting rid of old ones or changing, it's like you're basically digging up that big old concrete lollipop that is just an absolute joy. Super fun. Grateful Dong was working on some fence stuff. I guess it's been a couple of weeks now. Everybody in live chat, I've got my live chat set up. It automatically defaults you to top chat. Switch to live chat. It's the place to be. I got something in my teeth. It's like I had a black spot in my... What am I eating? Yeah. So, here we are. It's Monday. Busy day at work today. I did these blades. I should have taken a picture. I think I have a picture of those somewhere. But I handled blades at work today, which is kind of cool. These are specific blades. They're for cutting bone. So the way that it works is you have like a handle, almost like a trigger handle. I don't have anything that is remotely the right shape, but you kind of hold like this, and then the blade, the ones that I was working on, they attach to it like so, right? And then when you engage it or pull the trigger or whatever, that blade, actually it's this way too, and it's got a chisel on the tip. And so it's like a saw. It goes like that. You like that, Paul? And what happens is, since it's a chisel tip, you go right up to a bone, like a rib that you're going to be cutting for doing some surgery or whatever, and you put it right there and just goes and just pushes right on through to the other side. Didn't get your beauty sleep again? Do I look that bad? KC's all delivered. I posted my my first montage video at Blade Show Texas. Did a little moderate little talk with KC walking down the line, and I said I was putting the link in the description. He was like, "I won't be in the description." I'm like, "You damn right it will." And then he gave me some stickers, so it's official. Link is in my description. What's up, Mad Yako?
Don't you have ABW slip joint? I have one on the way with text titanium scales.
Dale, they're great. I was actually flipping it in my hands just off camera. I picked this one up maybe a month ago. These are great. But yeah, everyone go subscribe. Everyone's already a subscriber to KC of the Knives Fast channel. Go buy a Tempest knife. Buy this one. You got any tornadoes left, bud? It's always good to see you at the show. You going to be in Atlanta, Casey? You're beautiful as long as you believe you are. Paul Might just snipped and studded another ABW Model 2 today, he says. Yeah, I love the diamond texture on this one. Really, really nice. Loving it. Mad Yako using the Manly Wasp all day. Which wasp is that? This one here. I have the new Concept Wasp, but this one's 154, not S90. Which wasp are you talking about, Yako? Fred the Lug's in the house. What's up, Mick Ranger as well? Blade Show wouldn't be Blade. Yeah, without KC. Are you getting a table? He had a table last year. Hello, Kathleen. Listening and driving. Drive safe, Kathleen. So yeah, this is my new Concept Wasp 154. I love this. Grateful Dong in the house. Magnus Sluts. Ho. Am I lighting a little dim here? Should we crank up, pump up the volume? Dance, dance. Manly. The Manly Wasp in S90V. So this is the Concept Wasp in 154. Edwards. I think there was another company that I saw that was making a model called the Wasp. I don't know if it was the Manly. Oh. I've never seen this one before. This is the one Mad Yako was talking about. The S90V Manly Wasp. Well, that didn't work. That was a bad link. Why is it saying it's at Blade Show or on Blade HQ and Blade HQ doesn't have it? That's funny. So S90V. Oh, this is a slip joint too. Huh. All right. That's cool. Vulcan Knives called the Wasp. That might be the one that I think I saw recently on Instagram. What's that one next to the other one? Next to those ones? This one? Black frag pattern. It's got to be this one. This is the Boker Chonky Boy. I don't know what the hell this one's called. Kevin Smith and Knives. This is a gift from Kevin. D2 Boker. It's Midgard's design. It looks like a cool slippy Mad Yako. So yeah, I can't remember. Someone's told me what the name of this is a couple of times. I just suck. I haven't made the video on it yet, so I don't know. But it's an absolute chunk of fire. Whoops. Ugh. Wow, come on. Boosh. Front flipper, it does have that fuller that you can flick it out if you get the right angle on there. It's just an absolute little chunky beast. Kevin saw it, thought of me, I guess, and here we are. It's called the Hefty Chicken. That right there is one hefty chicken. Right? Something like that. So everybody knows Knives Fast. KC, he goes live in about 2 hours. About an hour and 50 minutes-ish or so. So I'm sure most of you will be scooting on over there, hanging out, seeing what he's up to. KC, you got any guests or anything tonight? Have I had any buck knives besides the 119? Got my buck 119. I got a buck. I got a buck. I got a few right now. Gotta have the classic buck 110. This is a buck 110 2-dot USA. So this is 1974 to 1979 buck 110. So we're looking at a 50-year-old bad boy, probably oldest knife in my collection. So I got that one. I have a classic buck canoe from like 2015. Stuck with just KC, no guess. What's up, Dom? Dentist. Dom's at the dentist. Ugh, that's always such a fun place to go, right? So this is the buck, what does that say? 389 canoe version. So it's got two blades. Both of them were shiny. This one, it was all scratched up. So I took and media blasted it at work. So it gave it more of a matte finish. You can actually see a little bit because I couldn't take it apart because it's pinned. So you can see a little bit down around there where I wasn't able to blast to it because I didn't want to really damage anything. So I kind of taped it off. But it worked. I mean, it doesn't match. The blades don't match anymore. But when it's open, rather than like whoever did it, they like hit the side of a grinder with it. And it just, the whole side was just marred to shit. And so I cleaned it up. But just a simple, not expensive little buck canoe. I've got this classic single blade. What is this one? The buck 379. Little wood handle, single blade, basic. And then I did buy this one, oh, I don't know, it was probably a couple years ago, just so I thought it was interesting. It wasn't expensive, and it was a little different for like buck. A little flipper tab only. This one is the 256, or no, I was going to say 256 plus, but the plus is the year. They have little symbols that tell you exactly what year they were made. So yeah, another one that was like maybe a $24 buck. Very slim, fits in there nice and smooth. The blade's flush, flipper tab only, but the action's really nice. So those are the bucks that I currently have. I actually think I might have another one or two kind of scattered about. I don't really carry any of them. This one though, I would say was one of my prizes. I do have two buck 110 2-dots. Where's my other one? One of them's beat up. So these are both 50-year-old bucks. You can see this is what most of them are going to look like, probably more scratched up, beat on. The blade's a little wobble. The tip isn't quite all there, versus this one has never really been sharpened or anything. So a 50-year-old near mint. I couldn't bring myself to. I bought this off of eBay a few years back or whatever, and I was like, man, that blade is so like perfect. It's never, there's never been anything hit it. So I got to just kind of keep that one cool. If I really wanted a buck 110 as a user, you can just go buy a brand new one. They're almost the same. Or I could use this one. But they're both the USA 110 2-dot. So depending, certain things can show you a little bit more, but they're between 1974 and 1979. So old, like me. similar in age, if you will. Reminds you of an Opinel. I got one of those. I'm going to do some classic stuff here. Here's your classic Opinel. What is this, the number 9 or whatever? Your basic. I am not into this. I'm a collectionist. Sure, the collectionist. So it's definitely cool to have in my collection, but as a using type of a knife, there's the lock.
Atmo Patik became a member. Atmo Patik celebrates 9 months of membership, 3 months to a year. Dan. 2 months to ATL, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Trish, 9 months. Thank you so much. 3 months away from 1 year and 2 months to Atlanta. Who's excited for Atlanta? Trish is real deal. Got to hang out with her in Texas. Just fantastic. Looking forward to Atlanta for sure. What's up, Lanyard Man? I'm going to get the video done on this maybe tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll get it in the mail for you. This is the Tenable Beaver top liner lock. Look at that button actuated liner on the top. The drop on this is just, it's perfect. You just push the button and it just drops. It's boom. Look at that. What's the best front flipper that you have? This one? And by best, what do you mean? Like my favorite front flipper or the one that works the best? Because one that works the best or one that I think is like my favorite, well, the Sparrow Strix is definitely up there. That's a great front flipper. Also, it's easy to do, so you can't complain about that. Good access to it. I like the front flipper on the Numb Knives Cornerstone. Atlanta's gonna be a blasty, y'all. No doubt. Favorite that works the best. Sparrow Strix is awesome. The Cornerstone one is awesome. It's kind of my favorite kind of deployment right now. The Orlock works perfect every time, rolls over easy. So it's going to be tough for me to say which one exactly because all of those are great. Man, the Pictus. Pictus is a super snappy front flipper too. Ah, there I failed that one. What the hell? Kevin Smith and Knives. Dale. Pictus. Cornerstone. Strix. The Wolverine or the Sabertooth from Monterey Bay. My new Monterey Bay. This one's a great front flipper too. Honey Badger. I love front flippers. Couple new KBs. This KB Spike front flipper. Boom. The Kubi Barracuda front flipper. So I have been getting front flipper heavy lately, no doubt. Newest one here, the new Tenable Link has a big old front flipper on it. What's up on the edge? I'll rejoin after the third. The Financial Crunch. Dude, you got to take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. Sold a couple knives on Blade Binge. Good to see you on the edge. Pow. Badger came and left fast. Glad the Midwest show, West Bend, May 2nd. West Bend. Also a new transformation. Ooh, Dom. Dom's got stuff. Paul doesn't like Mohawks. I'd be liking the front flips. I wish I could top flip better. Here's a new I can't do it very well today. Very few front flippers that I can get on and top flip. I've broken my hands so many times. See, here I am failing again. But it is fun when you can do that. My Lush. The Lush is a really nice front flipper. Boom. And it's smaller, doesn't stick out as much. And I can top flip that one. It's just sitting at the right angle for me. I guess it depends on if you like it sticking out or not. Here's another one, the AZ USA held or Cochise. Front flipper only, although you can flick it out off that fuller, but got a nice front flip to it. This is a budget-friendly 14C. Nice design, shape, feels good. Yeah, we could look at front flippers for quite a while up in here. Civivi Guile. If you didn't have giant hands, you could top flip. Is it easier with smaller hands? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? How about that? Fred the Lug. What did Fred just send? Oh. Info. Thank you, Fred. Now I can add that. Some people have been asking about that knife. Couple of knives I didn't really get the info on when we were in Blade Show, and I'm just making shorts and posting them. It's like, what is that giant knife? I'm like, I don't know. I know enough. Someone handed it to me. It's huge. But at them knife jams, man, you look at a lot of stuff, and it's hard to remember them all. Unless you're like making notes. So everybody, check this thing out. So I if you didn't know or you aren't in the loop, I am in the process of closing on the house that I've been living in for the last 10 years and helping them move some stuff out, digging some stuff out of the basement. I let them kind of store a few things in there. And as we were going through yesterday, they found this and said, hey, are you interested? Do you want to keep this? Published by the Atlanta Cutlery Corporation in Georgia. And then right here, copyright 1982. Make the knife you carry. How you can get started in knife making. From 1982. Open the Kubi front flipper at the bottom left. This one? This is the Barracuda. So I'm not sure how this works because Kubi and KB, this Kubi is it's a Kubi and it's M390 titanium around $240 versus this is M390 titanium KB around the same price. So why would they have the premium Kubi not be KB? Anyone have any thoughts on that? I mean, I don't mind either way, but it's like if they have their KB line and then their more budget-friendly Kubi line, then why is that one there? Same materials. All three of these are the same materials. M390 titanium, but 2 KBs and 1 Kubi. Just curious. I really dig this. What's up, David G? The KB Eldorado slip joint. The Barracuda's been a Kubi model for a long time, and they didn't have the KB line set up. Is that what you're saying, Paul? That sort of makes sense, I guess. Premium budget and budget premium. Slap. Ding. I love this thing, though. Whoops. Hands are a little slip. Feels great. Looks great. Just has a clean looking style. So this has been a model for a while. I like it. I've never seen it. It didn't pop out to me. Well, I mean, it did when I saw it, but as in, we were kind of playing the game, walking around at some of the places and be like I was doing it at Kubi for a while, and they hold one up, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's the Phemius. Oh, that is the Quaken. That is the," or you know what I mean, trying to guess what the models were. And I didn't remember ever seeing the Barracuda. The Thai Barracuda was already a thing before they started the KB line, right? David, relaxing best you can. Right on. Right on. So Grateful Dong is a fan. I am too. KB Kubi hooked it up. They did a pretty good deal for me. Paul knows stuff. Paul, what do you know about this booklet? So is it going to have a lot of information in there that's good? I don't know. Am I going to go through it? Sure. General knife making. Ooh, postulates. Good word. Anybody interested in some general knife making postulates? What did he say? Postulates? What's up, Zachary? We're talking about learning about some general knife making postulates. The team that produced the booklet, what you need for your workshop, knife safety commandments. Oh, you need a hacksaw. People have made knives with a hacksaw hammer and a file, but oh, what effort it took. How fun is this, huh? This is my sign. Should I go buy this book too? Like, no new information. We're going to go from info from this 1982 pamphlet. Grinding wheels. I'm ready. I just need more money. Buying a house is expensive. Holy you know? And then it's like, just went to Texas, had to buy new tires for the car. That's a lot. Had to get a new phone. That's a lot. PlayStation 5s are going to be going up $150 in 2 days. So if you're going to get one of those, you got to get one before the price change. Grinders are expensive. I'm getting there. If I wasn't buying the house right now, I'd probably already be there. But you know how life is. It is what it is. Blade shapes and purposes. Scale, tang, or round, tang. File knives are neat. I agree. I've seen some people when they make the file knife. Oh, look, here's how to make the file. Yeah. Interesting little pamphlet. I'll go through it. If there's anything I read that is of much interest, I will share. Just kind of a cute, fun little booklet though, right? I like it. 454. I have an Olatan's TI Arrow for sale. If anyone's interested. Where do you have it listed on the edge, or do they just need to email you or message you? Let us know where to go, and I send some people over. The original concept link had a better flipper than the Tenable. The original link was a frame lock, and I liked it, but I could not flick it open to save my life. That frame lock would just lock up every time. So when I saw that they were doing a version of this knife with the liner lock, it was like, okay, that's cool. I really need to flip this clip. Oh, can't. Clip's too long. I think this clip is too long. It should have like, that's still about that length of a clip on it, I think. Just a little bit shorter. For this size knife, Let us do this things. Magnus sluts, ho. Thomas Conley in the house. Double Magnus sluts, ho ho. Boom. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cicero. Cicero. Looks like a Lynch. That's questionable. AF. That looks like a Lynch. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm trying to think of other times I've had concept knives that had a clip that I didn't like. This just seems big. It's like literally right where I want to put my thumb for flicking it out. What's going on, you flattened out stop pins? This better be good. You were watching Will Survives Plays in the Woods? What was he doing? I kind of see your vibe, Paul. I kind of see that. Literally just got in the mail 15 minutes ago the American Blade Works Model 3 button lock, says Thomas. Congratulations. I need a clip that doesn't, a knife with a clip that doesn't wear down your jean pockets. You know, you're just going to have to buy more jeans, bro. I mean, I have the jeans that have the reinforced. It's thicker. There's more. But it's still wears out. Tis what it is. In and out of the pocket a dozen, 20, 30 times a day. Maybe more. Maybe more. What's up, Clayton? The Burning Stables Forge in the house. How you doing, bro? Sexy on the table right here. Right here. Right here. ABW's best value for USA made knives. You know what his trick is? Good value on a decent knife, and he's just crushing. He's just selling them like just cakes, bro. You know how many of these he's sold in the year 2026? It's not funny. I mean, good for them. And it's a great knife. And after me touching up the edge a little bit, I went in at work and made some cuts on the very tip, and it cut significantly better. Country Dan. Yee-shoo! Clayton's on fire over at them Burning Stables. That's right here. The American Blade Works Model 3 manual button lock is noticeably heavier than I thought it was going to be. Action is okay, but it needs to smooth out a little bit. It'll probably smooth out. I handled a couple of them. They all were pretty buttery. Good folks over there for sure. Nice guy. I did a little interview with them. It will be in my next montage video. The little montage videos are fun, but holy hell, dude. That one that I just did, I was going to just go the whole thing, one big video. I've been kind of experimenting. I usually have 10 to 20 minute videos. I posted a couple that were like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Big Idea Design was only like a 4-minute video. I was like, I'll just try it out. Well, it's, you know, it's not quite as short. It's not quite of a real long format. So it's like I threw up a couple 10, 15-minute videos, a little 4-minute video. I went to do the montage, and I was going to go from the beginning to the end, the drive down, some highlights, the drive back. But I got the highlights down and day one, and the video was at 20 minutes. And so I was like, well, I'll call that one at 20 minutes, and I'll do a part 2. And then the part 2 will be day 2, and then the return trip home. But that first one had like 47 clips. You got to edit the front, the back, add the music, cut the volume, change the sound quality. Like, not trying to complain or anything like that, but I usually just post videos. I make the video, I might crop the front of the back, and you just get it raw. You get me? Raw. The edit videos are fun. They're cool. I like it when you get done, but man, That's hours, just hours of work. So if you see people and they put together a good edited video, you gotta really think about like, wow, they spent time working on that, you know, and you can appreciate it more when you try doing them yourself. KC did 2 at about 30 minutes each. Sure. Yep, that's kind of on mine. Looks like they're both going to be maybe around 20. But I also kind of was like, should I add all of these? Or like I did the concept one on its own. I did the blade or big idea design on its own. I did the artisan cutlery CJRB just as in little individual videos, just to give little snippets. Is that buffalo horn on the fixie on the left? It is cow, I believe is what he said. Some type of bovine. Tell me that's not wild looking piece though. Oosh. This is Sea Fox. He does a lot of customs and sells in Texas. This is my second Sea Fox. Here's my first one right here. Really beautiful stuff. I think he brought maybe 16 to 20. Yeah, I don't think he quite had 20. Maybe a dozen to 16 custom one-offs. The individual ones never do well for KC. That's, you know, I've had... I can't analyze anything I do, I feel like, because it's like one of them will hit, one of them won't. One long video will hit, one short video will hit, one short video won't. I'll have a short that does really well next to one that I think is awesome that doesn't do well at all. So to me, it's like, who knows anymore? So that's why I'm just gonna, it's always gonna be a forever experiment. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna throw up a little 4-minute one and just see. What I know is the concept one took off really good. And then my montage one is going pretty good as well, but still not in the thousands. We're talking hundreds. But you know, I just play with knives. Oh, give the people what they want. Feet videos. Potentially. Burkles is in here. I didn't see that. Oh, what's up, Burkles? Cerakote. His new design, sans flipper tab, tweaked a little bit. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool. Keep up the experimenting and the innovation. Burning Stables Forge. I stink at editing. Took 12 hours to edit 3 videos yesterday. Yeah, I probably spent 6 hours total editing that video, but there were times where it's like, oh, I went and made lunch, and parts of that where it's like you're rendering, like when I'm putting together a clip, you know, you gotta render it, upload it, things like that take like, oh, it takes 10 minutes for this to happen. So then you click on that and then you're waiting. And I actually kind of put a few parts of it together to make it easier. I'm using DaVinci Resolve and I'm not very good at it. And I have another editor on my other computer that I know a little bit more. So what I did is I took like some of the driving montage clips and put them on there, added the audio, adjusted the sound, sped up some of the videos to kind of give it a fun little montage, and then made it into a clip. And then I took that clip that consists of like 12 clips with that section and then brought it in here on DaVinci. And so when I was rendering them over there, you had to wait 20 minutes for this to render to then do the next part. So it wasn't like I was doing it for 6 hours straight, but it might as well have been 4 or 4.5 probably. So it makes me respect when you see people that really put together some well-edited, long format videos. They have to want to do that. You have to want to do that, because if you don't, man, you won't. It's work. It is work. But it is fun though when you get one done and you take a look at it and you're like, oh, I like the way the sound worked with that. Finding music sometimes too, that's the worst because you want good music that's not going to get striked or whatever flagged. Dan the man, Dan the man, the pan, Randan. What's up, Trent? What are you up to today? Blaze Burger. So yeah, good old gas station knife from an actual gas station on my way home. $15.99. Haven't done the review yet, or the unboxing overview. I do want to start doing some more like in-depth reviews, usage reviews almost, rather than like the, oh, I just got this, here it is, here's the size, here's how much it weighs, here's what my initial thoughts are. But actually take them out and I cut a bunch of cardboard with it today, or I got a bunch of boxes, I need to do this or that or whatever. Just thoughts, ideas. What's up, Robin? Kicking it, just waiting for work to be done. When you done, Robin? Soon? EDC Pocket Tools, been using Shotcut for editing. It's free, but sucks to use. Yeah, the one I use is they're both actually free. DaVinci Resolve is free if you have a computer that's good enough that can handle it. But it's got a huge learning curve as far as all the different things and tricks. And I was spent so much time trying to figure something out just to learn that I could do this and like do it really quick. But there are lots of tutorial videos. So it's like I start going into edit and I was like, how do I crop the front and back of this clip? And then you type that into YouTube and instantly there's a video on how to do it. So it's like the learning curve is up there. But DaVinci is free if you have... I'll resolve your DaVinci if you have a computer that can handle it. My computer that was out there could not use it. It just wasn't good enough. And so I ended up getting like some other free one that works, but it sucks because you can't, like the preview never works. It like lags during the preview. So when you're trying to watch something while you're editing and see the transitions and stuff, you can't really watch that. It sucks. So you just have to rely on hoping that it's good before you render it. Not great. Clint, let's just declare nap time. If I take a nap, I just wake up so ugh. It doesn't make me feel better. It makes me feel more tired. Like I need to then just get a full night's sleep. Even if I don't. So I tend to just push through. No naps. This Kubi, the Vagrant, I love this. This thing is awesome, dude. I don't know what it is. Why is this knife so good? Why is this knife just work so good? It just thumbs out every time, flicks out really easy, drops shut, nice detent, good pull, good feel in the hand. If anything, maybe this little forward choil could be a little bit bigger. But it's not too small. Gotta go later. All right, Casey. Bunch of us will see you in your live in a little more than an hour here. Definitely one of my favorites. Like as far as like a user, honestly, out of all my Kubis, I could grab this and use this or recommend it to someone who doesn't really have knives, except for some people, if they're not knife people and you give them something like this, they have a hard time figuring out how to thumb open or flick it open versus, you know, like a newer non-knife person, you hand them this and they're going to go right for that and they're going to be good to go on it. Or if you give them thumb studs, generally they'll understand that they can get in there with that thumb stud versus a flicking hole. And no offense to the civilians of the non-knife folks that just love a flipper tab. The cow says moo. I hate virtual keyboards. Yeah, concurrent. I don't like touchscreens as much either. I was not a fan when they got rid of all the buttons on phones. Been using the thing that spins an arrow from pulling a string. What? Say the who, the what now? Robin gets it. Oh, now I do. Moo. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the touchscreens either. I gotta pee, guys. I know, it's a rarity, right? I'll be right back. Enjoy. Discuss. Here, I'll give you maybe this. You can kind of see from afar. I don't know. I'll be right back. One moment until. One. There you have it. There you have it. Anyone up to anything cool at the moment? Signing paperwork to buy a house. Good Lord. Ooh, I was looking at flights for Atlanta right now. Whoosh. Yikes. I might not be able to buy any knives when I go out there. Gonna be able to hang out with everyone, make some videos. But right now, I was looking and the only flights that were currently available were $650 plus check bag. Probably going to be a $700 flight if I booked it today. Pirating the Batman cartoon. Right on. Congrats. Thanks, Clayton. I mean, all this will be mine soon. It'll be nice because I'll be able to really get stuff going in the garage in a real way. So that's good. But I'm going to be poor. Monthly's going up. Plus just closing and all the stuff. All this, everything's happening at once. Getting them new tires, getting all that stuff. Texas. Now we got Atlanta. It's like I didn't want flights. Like I went and looked, take a Greyhound. See, the problem is though, is then like how much time? Like now I'd have to take another day off. You know, and like so, what happens if I have to take an additional day off for travel? You know what I mean? Like that changes it a lot. And that so I looked into things like that, and it's like, okay, well, if I do that, now I have to leave the next day. Well, that now makes one more day I have to take off of work. If I take one day off of work, well, that's hundreds of dollars that I'm losing. Or you know what I mean? The aliens are gonna be here soon anyway. Yeah, Greyhounds, trains. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be something. Kevin, are you going to Atlanta? Cicero is installing the stereo. I used to enjoy the car stereo install. Now, not so much. That used to be a thing of joy for a young me. Hitchhike. I mean, I'll make it work, but $700 for the flight is not cool. Come on. It could be, I think last year, what was it last year? It was 3. I could go figure it out, but it was half the price that I was looking at it. I've got the thing, so I'm watching it because I can track. It's still a few months out, so maybe in a week or two, the price will drop or change or whatever. So there's that. But just to get there is kind of an annoying bullet you got to take, because like being there, it's like fantastic. It's so worth it. But like what it requires to get there, like if there was one in Midwest or if I lived down there, or you only had to drive a few hours, like that makes it a lot easier. I'm pooping a hole in my car's firewall to install a battery charger. That's kind of like a stereo. Yeah, I said pooping. If fuel prices go down, it should drop. Yeah, and flights fluctuate regularly. So it's kind of one of those things where, and you got like, if you go like on the Delta app, it's got a thing, my friend was telling me yesterday, that you can say, oh, here, message me when the prices change. And so you can look at specific flights and then have them message you and say, oh, they went up or they went down or whatever. Planning on it. You got to ride to Sturgis August 7th through the 16th. Well, but that's August. This is in June. It's like 2 months prior. I bet Sturgis is fun. Probably gets pretty wild. Hot air balloons have decent rates. I've never been in a hot air balloon. Anybody ever do that? My sister and my brother-in-law used to work, I think it was my brother-in-law mostly, but used to work for a company that did that, where then he would drive, I don't know what you call it, like the chase vehicle or whatever. So they'd send them off, and then they know where they're basically going, and then they would drive there so they could pick them up and give them a ride back or whatever it was. Or they would take them, maybe they would shuttle them to it and they would fly back to I don't remember. Never been. Anyone? Kevin Smith and I says 80 where he's at today. 2 beat to go ride a bit. Yeah, sometimes you just like, ugh, and you just sit down and you're like, yep. But it is a pretty gorgeous outside for me right now. I should be out there. My elbow hurts, so I can't really throw. I could just go and hang out with the guys and maybe drink a beer or something. But I've got some stuff to do around the house, kind of organizing, moving, helping getting some of their stuff cleared out, because they do have some storage in the basement and the garage. And kind of one of these nice days now, I'm kind of starting to move the stuff in the garage a little bit and get kind of more organized for the shop, kind of deciding how I'm going to have the saws set up and where I'll put my 2x72. Sometimes you just like, anybody got an extra 10 grand lying around on them that I can just have? You know what I mean? I don't need much. Just a couple grand here, just I only have like 5 more payments on my vehicle. I got that paid off. That'll be a nice little extra few hundred a month. It's always nice to do that. But then it's like, of course, I just had to buy tires. 800 some bucks on tires. But you need them. You pretty much need them. Donnie was pretty happy I bought tires before we drove to Texas. So, game time decision. Yeah, Kevin, I hear you on that as far as how much time you can get off for work and things. And it's like other, do I have a sling blade and a mortgage? Is that a euphemism for something? Clayton needs to go on a ride. Been too long. Yeah, you guys should go for a ride. Clayton, do you have a bike? What do you got? I miss riding. I used to have a good friend that had a place that like rented like people on the weekend, like weekend bike warriors would come rent bikes. And so I get to take different ones out on a regular basis, which was a pretty good little fun deal. Set up an Only Dan's account. Ah, Jesse. Don't threaten me with a good time. You know, the large hand and foot pick channel. Squish it into like vats of pudding and stuff. I don't know. I mean, am I too... It's one of those literal metaphors. Oh, that's good stuff. Ooh. Twist and shout. Oh, do I have Paul's address? Paul, you still in here? Made it back home. Heard you talking about hot air balloon ride. It's on your bucket list. Yeah, I've never been, Kathleen, but I've heard it's fun. The action on this should not work, but this 3D printed little cheapo is wild. Jesse, what would you like to see on Only Dan's? I think everyone, you know. If I set it up, everyone would get on and what's up, Henry? I can flick it. 3D prints these days. Couldn't pay me to get on a hot air balloon. Is this the one you printed or the other one? The Shark Lock works pretty good. I'm going to send this to Paul so that he can use it on his beard. That sexy beard. But this one, yeah. Liner lock. Look at this action. Boom. Liner lock engaged right there. It just works so good. You printed both of them. Does Burning Stables live close to Sturgis? Ah, my eyeball. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. I like an eyelash in my eyeball. We're good. We're totally good. Scared of heights, no ride for Clint. I'd do it if I could parachute from it. Dude, that's what's up. Some of the folks in there are like, yep, no good, don't like the height. And then for me, it's like, yep, I'll jump out of it. Can I base jump from it? That sounds great. That sounds great. Whew. Poop, Thomas? That would have been a fast poop. Okay, gotta go grind. I'll be lurking. Right on, Burning Stabes. BSF. Yeah. BSF. Yeah. Oh my God. Oof. I'm getting old. I'm sore. Body hurts. So this will be, this one was the one from Ken Fixed. Ken Fixed did a donation for a giveaway. So we're going to give away a nice Rosecraft slip joint with the stag handle. Anybody interested in winning that? We also have a giveaway donated by Kevin Smith and Knives. Kevin did the little grab bag over at Kubi If you watch the video, you can watch us do the grab bag live. But I bought the Vagrants from Kubi, and then they let me do the grab bag, $20 rando. Excuse me. And so I did it, $20, and I got this one. So this is going to be another giveaway. I'm going to customize this. We'll do a fade dye or something, probably do a stone wash or something on the blade. Just have some fun with this. Maybe we'll do a flipper tab delete. I don't know. What's up, Ron Dobbins? So that one for a giveaway, this one for a giveaway. Then, like I said, Kevin Smith and Knives donated another one for the grab bag from Kubi. So we got this one here. Nice little Fuller Flick flipper tab. So I'm going to do a customization on this one as well. And then, so we've got at least 3 knife giveaways from my collection from the show. So I'm not sure exactly when we'll do that, but stay tuned. We'll do it sometime soon. I might do a couple more. I'm not sure. Some of these I picked up. This one they gave me, so I could maybe keep it. It is kind of a fun one. Or maybe I'll use it for a giveaway at some point too. Same thing with the Wild Sauce. You guys see this one? This one's just one of them weirdos. Metal Relic Art, what's happening? Doesn't flip out because you got to flip it upside down and then flip it out the back. And then it's sharp on the top, so good ripping in an upward ripping direction. Anybody have use for something like this? Other than I'm going somewhere and I feel like I need a defensive death weapon. It's wild looking. Does have that Emerson Wave feature. It's not an actual Emerson Wave, but you know, the Emerson Wave feature. Zachary just got 3 knives in the mail. Best day ever. What did you get? Give us the list of the 3. And the counting shall be 3. No more, no less. Can I do it? Upside down. That's an awkward. Yeah, it's a weird one. Kubi hooked it up. D. Sharon Design. Excuse me. You see an El Dorado. This right here. What do we know about this? Yeah, I am in love with this knife, dude. This knife is super cool. Very, very happy about it. I love the feel, the look, the touch, the smell. Doesn't smell like copper or brass. Oh, really nice half stop. Great feel in the hand. This titanium, the M390, the Jimps, the little choke up grip. I love it. I absolutely love it. The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. The counting shall be 3. No more, no less. The counting shall not be 4 unless it directly precedes, or wait, 2. Wait. 5 is right out. She turned me into a newt. I got better. Yeah, I love it. Awesome work. Really cool. Gonna definitely be a regular secondary carry. Clip, obviously, swappable, but I'm not gonna swap it. This is gonna be like my right pocket. So like I could have one of my favorites in my left pocket, and then boom, this one in the right, and you got the dual carry. Get a couple like this right here where you've got your cornerstone. So we got look at that, the dual lines just go so well together. Right? They did a great job on it. It takes fancy aftermarket Spyderco clips too. Oh, I suppose since it's got that like that. Good to know. Or you could even take the clip off if you wanted, I guess. I butchered the Monty Python. I know. I started. It's been a while. It's been a while. Such a great design, though, bud. For sure. For sure. Mac Jones is now mad at me for butchering the Monty Python. Slip joints are great. Weigh me against a duck. What also floats? Very small rocks. Wood. So, if she floats, she's made of what? What's up, Jack Burdine? For those of you who have not seen this movie, what are you doing with yourself? Where have you been? Go to Monterey Bay. That's where you should go. Tell me that's not rad. And the laser, look at that. Tell me that's not just super cool. Great little design. Honey badger. I'm not dead yet. I just had to take my gloves off so I could text. Who won't be able to have locking knives? Boom. There are some who call me Tim. Levi Weaver. Have you checked out the Kunwu Geezer slip joints? You're talking my language right now. I don't know if I have. Oh. Okay. Oops. The Kunwu Geezer. Wow. All right. All right. I'm on board with this. They have different versions. Okay, we need to just go. Oh, is that the only one on here? Looks like that's the only one at Blade HQ. Ew. Ew. Ew, this one's gross. Carbon fiber. Where's my search? Really? Do they not have a search? That's dumb. And you got to scroll like this far just to get to the shop. I don't like that. Do they have any other geezers is the question. And I'm going to have to scroll through their entire page just to... Ew, brother, what's that? Yeah, dude, that carbon fiber, I don't... Wow, look at this thing. That doesn't... That's a Cochise? That thing is weird. Kunwu makes some very, very nice looking stuff. I can dig it. But this website is just another one in the knife community that just, you need to, is that an African or European swallow? Not a fan of Kumus. MC is the best looking and still meh. I'd like to try out MC's new lock. Here we go. I had to scroll forever. What else I think is dumb is like, if you're going to have a website, Padre, you don't have to have a page like this with 30 different Padres. You just have all your knives. Here's the Padres. You click the Padres. Here's all the versions now of those. Why do you have to have all the different versions on the one page and scattered about, not even next to each other? Here's a Padre in between a compadre, in between a Pulsar, in between a Django, and then there's another Padre up here. It's just dumb. Going off on a rant on these stupid websites. They drive me nuts. Okay, so carbon fiber, gross. If you like carbon fiber, fine. I accept that. I hate it. Excalibur is a nice knife for sure. I handled a lefty one. It's good. Yeah. Awesome stuff. This Geezer is cool, but unfortunately, yeah, I don't like either of these. I don't really like any of them, to be totally honest. I'm not a huge fan of this inlay. You know, make it more, everybody's going to have their flavor, you know, but full titanium with the micro milling. Full titanium with a diamond texture, you know. Full titanium with a swirl mill. That's kind of my deal. Or this is kind of one of my favorites on the Geo Ethereal Cutter. The golf ball dimples. Dude, these are so good. This feels awesome. Super fun. It's got this weird, trippy kind of a shadow thing going on. Great knife. I love that texture. But yeah, textured titanium all the way. The jig cuts on the QSP Mini Penguin. Like, that's what I'm all about. I like stuff like that. I mean, sure, a full micarta handle. I really like micarta quite a bit as well. But yeah, titanium all day. The one in the blue you like? It's not bad. If I was going to get one of these, it would be this one. Oh, it has a clip too. Oh, and you can swap the clip. I didn't even notice that. It's kind of a fun knife. I like the blade shape. That's cool. Thanks for recommending to check that out. Jack Burdine got the Concept Main Street on Blade Binge last night for $38 for the regular Main Street. That's this right here. Boom. Awesome knife. Works great, feels great, looks great. Main Street is a good one. What lock? Don't they have I think you get the Main Street in a few different lock types. I have the Mini Main Street. They actually sent this one to me for a review. Thanks again. I think it looks really cool. It's nice because the Ultem shows off the Omega spring and stuff in there, and you can see like the spring tension and everything like that. But because it's a small crossbar lock, I've actually cut my palm with this a couple of times. If this had the same lock as this right here, this knife would be awesome. This would be like a little mini daily carry, awesome user. This thing feels great. But that crossbar lock, I can't get to it. It's just too small. The blade gets too close to the edge, and I'll cut my palm on it, which I have, versus the little inset liner lock. This would be perfect on the small one. Got the Cold Steel Espada XL. It sure turns heads, Levi. It's a fun knife. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Get you an Ironfly YOLO. Are they on that site or do you have to go to Ironfly? You have to go to Ironfly, right? Dude, that Kunwu interface. There's so many interfaces in the knife world that their websites just it pains me. Yeah, that is a cool knife. The Ironfly YOLO. See, look at this. This sucks too. Look. Get this out of the way. Scroll that. Look, I can't even look at the whole knife. I back up. I can't see the whole knife. You won't even let me look at it all. What a stupid... Move this. That's ridiculous. And it's like that on every page. God, that's the worst. I sound like an old man prick right now.
Dan, that's because Sergio is a punk motherfucker. I can't type much now, I'm stuck in some horrible traffic on the way home from work. Poop knife engage.
It's going to be a photo finish. Got a turtle head poking out here. It's because Sergio's a... Thank you for the $5, Hate Nate. Drive safe. Don't be worrying about typing anything. You just drive safe out there. Grateful was just typing some Sergio smack himself. Oh, you guys. Just love you. Just love you. Yeah, the Ironfly YOLO is a cool looking knife. I could grab one of those. The green one. Anybody have one? 14C, $70. Button lock. Is it a... What kind of button lock is it? Just a plunge button lock, or is it a top liner, or is it a... All the pictures are the same. Ooh, I like the crown, the rounded kind of spine. Oh, just a standard plunge. Do you ever take the plunge? Main Street. It's a good one. It's a good one. I need to do some rearrangement of the shelves. We need to get to it. We need to do a new count on the total. And we need to do some organizational skills. And then I need to find a way to save a couple extra bucks for Atlanta. There's no way I can't buy knives when we go out there. You know, it's like impossible. Although it's amazing. Some of my favorite little pickups were quite budget friendly. I think the Kubi Vagrant goes for like 70. But he gave it to me for 30. I mean, I could have lied. He'd never seen my channel before. Although Kevin was talking me up. Everywhere we went, Kevin was like, oh, he's got a channel. He's good. You know, should check it out. It's like, Kevin, that's not necessary. And he's like, yeah, but you need to. Kevin should be my manager. There is a premium Vagrant, but it is a frame lock. So I'm not sure if it's lefty friendly or not. But I like the design on this quite a bit. Anybody else have one of these or have the premium Vagrant? It's just a great little design. I really like the blade shape, the handle, the feel, the touch. The knife of our lives. Yes. Yes. What's up, Sebald? Boom. It just works. It feels good. It brings me joy. So does this one. Kevin's a pimp. This is a little concept prototype. It does have a name. Lucero. that what that says? Yeah, Lucero. Did Concept make the Lucero? Let's look that up. Concept. Ooh, they updated their main page. Nettle. Nettle's a really nice knife. The Halide, also very cool. Look at all the different versions of the Halide. Awesome looking stuff. You can get the extra scales too. Okay, what was this called again? Lucero. Doesn't exist. That's not the same. Oh, that's the Lucio. Yeah, so this one doesn't currently exist, but it is a prototype. The clip doesn't match. Everything's black with the micarta, and then the clip is the titanium clip. And you can see the lanyard hole is the second hole of the clip, which is interesting. So the clip is inset into this scale so that it can't twist. So this is just another one of those little protos that they had that not sure if it's what's going on, because he said that they originally had this one in Atlanta last year. And then they had it on the table, and I was like, yeah, I think that one's fun. It's small, flicks out nice. Nice little thumb out. Boom. A little poon ramp rutcher. I dig it. The spike. You saw me pull this one. I was during the live, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure I was. First time I saw it was live. What's up, Ground Fog? This is the KB Spike M390 titanium, and then the twill carbon fiber. I would say of all carbon fibers, I don't mind this so much. Kind of reminds me of those Ashers that had it. There was like the white one and the blue one from Asher. This one wasn't the mystery box. This was just a proto. These two were the mystery box from Kubi. So it was this one here. Was the one that was pulled with Kevin's 20. It does have a little fuller flick. Oh my God. Wow. What is wrong with my right hand right now? Boom. And my left. Wow, I can't do anything right now. There it is. And then I ended up getting a second one. These two are almost the same. It's the same knife. But this one is a flipper tab, and this one is a top flipper. So a couple different varieties of that model. Boom. This one should be a top flipper. I just have weak hands. But the spike is great. Little front flipper only. I love it. This thing is just super cool looking. I don't know. Everything I picked up is super cool. I love this thing too. Monterey Bay, dude. They are great. This is just a fun looking design. Just a cool shape. Great laser mark. Roll at for that good time, Sabal. There you go. Boom. Boom. That fixie. Smaller. Surprisingly small, but the thing is, it really feels big. You grab right there, and look, my hand, full grab. Full grab with this little user size. Crazy. Love my first one though too. I like the shape of this blade a little bit more, this hollow grind with this kind of sheep's foot on there. No offense to that one there. They're both fantastic. But each shape, you know, has its own thing. I love my Motley. This thing is great. Look at the chunky thickness on there. Fantastic. Then this Wild Fixie. A little too much. Little too much, but it's cool. Can't complain. Kubi hooked it up. That's what. This one here, look at this. Boom. Lock your finger down like that. This is, I'm in. I love it. What a fun design. That's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous in such a good way. $5.51. $5.51. I want to get some stuff going, working on some things. Look at all the knife videos I have to make with the recent purchases. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I could just make 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I already did those. 15, 16, 17, 18. Like at least 18 videos to make just with new knives from the show. So that's pretty rad. That's going to keep me busy. That's going to take a while. That's like 2-3 weeks worth of content. There are several concept little main streets with liner lock burlap micarta scales. Oh, on Blade Binge? Are they used or are they new? What? Blade Binge. Oh, I'm spelling things wrong. I'm like, how come that's not coming up? That should be coming up. Blade Binge. So they must be new. Main. Oops. Oh my God. I have to type Little Main Street probably. G10 gross. Okay, there's the one I have. Here we go. Little Main Street micarta. What's that one? Is that aluminum or titanium? For the smaller one, I almost still think that the micarta is probably the better way to go. Yeah, I like that one. That's pretty cool. I might have to pick one of those up. I might have to pick one of those up. Everything okay here, Kevin? What's up, Sabald? Yeah, I'm good. YouTube Music Portal, what's up? Good afternoon, greetings. Make an offer for 30. Oh, this is used from someone. Never used. Buyer pays shipping, so the shipping is on top of that. How much is shipping usually from Blade Binge? That is a good design for them, though. I kind of like that. It's a nice smaller knife. It is a nice smaller knife. Oh, I tell you. Well, you know, I think I'm going to go get some stuff done. Yeah, it's discontinued, so you're going to that's pretty much how I'm going to find it, right? I understand. It's not the worst. But it's just another small knife. You never know. You never know. Okay. Palmer Connolly, what up? What's happening? We're just chilling. I'm just hanging out for a little bit here before I start doing some stuff. Feel like I gotta prep more. I gotta fill out some more forms online, and I have to take this first home buyers course to get the home buyers deals.
Let me tell you something. I've been sitting in traffic because of stupid people. If you are scared of driving on the interstate, stay the fuck off of it. Oh yeah, yay knives. Sorry for the rant, Dan.
All good, bud. Just drive safe out there. Traffic sucks. I lived in California, the Los Angeles area, so I'm aware of horrible traffic. It's not fun. So yeah, be safe, get home safe out there, but dealing with idiots, and then idiots that just think they have the right of way, and then they're up on you. It's like, ugh. Dom just got out of the dentist, and Don can't feel my lips. Yeah. Yep. Go to the dentist. You don't, or you get boom and you break 4 teeth with a stupid bottle. Well, someone else threw the bottle. It wasn't me, but. What is the perfect rectangle knife on the table? Oh, this one right here. This is the Daily Carry Co. Shoot, what's it called again? I can't remember the name of the model, but this is that Daily Carry Co. Jesus Christ. Got it. It knocked a different knife on the floor. I don't have a lot of space right here. Daily Carry Co. Titanium M390. Gravity knife, but it has a magnet in it. So that magnet right there versus like the Riot, if you were holding it like this, it would just drop. So this one has a little magnet that kind of holds it in there. It's got a clip, not a very deep carry. You can swap the clip to the other side if desired. I'm not very good with this yet, but it is a kind of a fun little design. I feel like there's going to be different moves that you can do it with this hand. That you can do with it, but I have never really done much with gravity knives, so I don't have the skills. But yeah, Daily Carry Co. Video will be coming out soon. Pretty nice build. Feels pretty good. When it's out and you got that squeeze on it, the blade is pretty solid. If I only could carry 2 pocket knives for the rest of my life, oh, that would be tough. That would be really tough. And you never have to fix it and you know it's going to work. Kind of a situation, or something where you might have to worry about it breaking. Because then it would be like, oh, you want to fix it or something, because then you know it's going to be more reliable long term. But if it would always work, you don't have to worry about fixing the lock or anything like that. One sword and one dagger, right? Something like this. Right? Or maybe Something like this. Laid off Pete, let you play with the holler jack. Oh, yeah, dude. This thing is great. I love this too. What's up, B Shady? It would be tough because I mean, if I like maybe a fixed blade, it might be this could be one of them because this is definitely a thick chunk that you could then use a bead on it for like bushcrafting and stuff. So it depends on what your final thoughts are. I almost might say my Strix could be my favorite too, a little bit bigger. So maybe I might even say, yeah, rather than this, go with the slightly bigger Strix so I have a bigger knife, and then something that's a little bit smaller so they do have a little bit more like functionally different in a way. I don't know. Lightsaber and a glaive from Krull. That sounds like a great combo. Benchmade Osborne, Black G10, and a Spyderco UKPK. Shapow. Mangus, let's go. It's definitely nicer in person than it is on picture or video. Dude, yeah, these are great. 154 cm, thick, very nice build. I like the notch, feels great in the hand. I carry this every day for quite a while. Good evening, B Shady. Actually, I really like this too. The Rosecraft Peanut, smaller. This is like your grandpa's knife all day long. Slightly smaller, solid, slip joint. A little bit more of that little toothpick kind of feature. Right? Something like that. And look at the size of this. It just gives right. Boom. Boom. So yeah, you probably would think about having things that are a little different. You know, something with a point that's good for getting in and digging, but without like cutting or like breaking the tip off. And one that's a little bit bigger for managing some larger cuts, you know. It's a thought. It's definitely a thought. I've got so many combos where I can just pick up two and be like, what do you think of that combo right there? Woo-wee. Anybody would just be honored for that to be a combo. Yo Jimbo and a Demco Fixie. Yeah, the Strix is sweet. Have I seen the Rosecraft model dropping tomorrow? Yeah, I handled all their models at the show. Which one were you referring to? There was two in particular that are really, really great. And I can't remember the name of either of them. But I am excited about it. Are they releasing on their site or is it going to be on like C. Reisner? The Hatchie Jack River, this one right here. Yeah, this one's going to be available soon. This Hatchie River Jack with the wide butt. Very cool. Very cool. What was that other one? A lot of these are new ones that are coming up. See the ones that say sign up now for notification. I'm not sure when they're all going to be becoming available, but I know they have several that are coming out soon. And Rosecraft is doing a great job with it. I'm liking them. If you watch my live stream, you can see I looked at them and there's a couple of them that I'm really stoked for. I have a graphics card and an NVIDIA Strix model. It's the best of the whole bunch. Snake River Copperhead. TPK. Yeah, that's the one. I'm almost sure of it. That sounds correct. Yeah, there it is. And there's that Hatchie River Jack. So that one is out. This one, yeah, look at that Warney. Woo, baby. I love it. Very cool knife. Snake Creek Copperhead Dapper Jig Bone. Available in 13 hours. Get on it. 14C Warncliffe. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thanks for bringing that one up, Kathleen. That one's a really good knife. I would have taken one home had they had one that I could have at Blade Show, but he didn't. Andy had been crushed and sold them all to all the distributors. Didn't have anything available to sell at the show, but he had one of each to show, and I was able to at least look at them and handle them. They're really nice. Really nice. Okay, kids, I'm going to shut her down. I got some stuff to do. I want to get going on that. It's 6 o'clock. The day gets away from you fast. You know how it is. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the super chats. Hate Nate, Magnus Lutz, ho, 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 ho. What do you know? But yeah, maybe see you guys over. I'm gonna probably lurk in KC's live. I want to get some stuff done, and if I sit down, I'll get nothing done the rest of the night. But take care, everyone. I appreciate everyone, members, subscribers, lurkers. You know, all of you. Good stuff. Atlanta's coming soon. Giddy up. Yeah. Stay sharp. Maybe see you tomorrow. Thursday for sure. Magnus Lutz for life. Thank you for joining me. This now ends the broadcast.